Hey, this is Jack. This is going to be a quick trade review recap of my trading day for Wednesday, July 23rd. Starting with the daily chart. Let's go ahead and hide the last bar. This is what I saw coming to the market this morning. We were gapping up at 63.70, which is right about here, this line. And I thought, okay, if we have a bull trend from the open, we'll test that high or below it and reverse up. And that could form either a bull trend or a trading range. And if we have a bear trend from the open, maybe we go above and fail, or maybe we just sell off right on the open for a bear trend from the open. So I thought those were the likely things to happen. And since we were gapping up, I imagine we're going to sell off like we did here, because we have pretty big gaps. And it's reason to believe, that we're always in long, strong bull trend. Trading range is a continuation pattern. Even though the rally is sloppy, it's reasonable to believe that we will find buyers somewhere if we do get a bear trend during the first part of the day. So I was just aware of that before I began trading. And I don't think, I did use a 15-minute chart a little bit, but let's talk about the trades first. Go ahead and leave it there. I saw bar one and I actually did something I normally wouldn't do. And that is I sold intra-bar during bar one. I sold about the closing price it ended up being. And I did that because it rallied, formed a small little tail. We're failing around this level. And we're getting a lot of sellers. If there's this many sellers right from the open, I'm willing to take a chance that we're going to have a bear trend from the open. So I went ahead and sold. And I used a wide stop, making sure that, if I'm wrong, I'm probably not going to scale. I'm probably just going to get out. So let's see what the follow-through looks like. I was pretty disappointed with the close, but even if I was flat, I would still consider selling the close of one with the same position. So I'm going to hold. And then we get bar two. Bar two is a pullback that's a little deeper than I wanted. And for that reason, I thought that this bear trend thesis may not work out, and this may end up being a bear leg in a trading range. So because of that, I didn't want to scale in. The probabilities are not good right now. They're basically 50-50. So I just left my position on and took profits for 1 times actual risk below bar 3. I considered adding on to my position and tightening my stop to take advantage of what could be a bear swing in a trading range, or the start of a trend from the open bear, or the start of a trend from the open bear trending trading range day. But I decided to just get flat right here after initially selling, because we got a breakout of a triangle, and that is not a very reliable breakout. It's likely to fail shortly afterwards. So I got flat, missed the sell-off, and I used a smaller time frame to help me visualize what's taking place afterward. So on the 1-minute chart, you can see basically a bear trend with a higher low major trend reversal, and then lower low major trend reversal, and then a higher low major trend reversal. Here's the lower low right here after an overshoot, spike and channel, wedge bottom, double bottom, lower low major trend reversal, whatever name you want to call it. We're always in long as of this bull structure. And to me, we might pull back, but we're probably going to find buyers near the middle of that bull structure. And this breakout was too climactic. The follow through not good enough. We reversed up. And seeing that on the 5-minute chart, that would be by the close of bar 8. I was considered always in long. I went ahead and got long there. That was my second trade. Probably likely to get a second leg down, but also we could get a surprise move to the upside. I think we have, the context on the higher time frames to support it. And if you take a look at what's happening on the 15-minute chart, at that time we had a pretty strong, pretty weak doji follow-through bar that is holding a breakout of a wedge top. Let me show you the wedge. So here's the wedge top. You can see it on the 30-minute chart. You can see it on the 60-minute chart right here. So we have a double top, right? Bear breakout, but it tested support. Support being the wedge top that it broke out of by gapping up. And now we're reversing up. So to me, always in long is confirmed on the 15-minute chart after we start to get 12, which would be after the pullback occurs. So I buy here, wide stop, knowing that this is a low probability bet, and to increase my probability, I can scale in. So I'm trading small, entering here, buying more below the bar. I think that's pretty reasonable because there's probably enough buyers here that will buy more lower before we go all the way down here. And then I'm going to get out on a retest of the high close. And that's what I did here. So I scalped a little bit right there, and then I waited for more information. Now I think we're in breakout mode. We have a little triangle here, and we're trying to break out to the upside. We're getting a bull breakout of a bear flag. So it's likely that we are always in long, and it's likely also that we're going to pull back. And I didn't expect 13 to be that big, but I was glad that it was, because I was ready to scale in below 9. And when 13 was getting bigger and bigger and bigger until the close of the bar, I couldn't help but think that this is just a climax. It's a sell vacuum test of support. It's probably trapped bears, disappointed with the follow through down here, and disappointed with the strength and the rally from this micro double bottom here. So probably we're going to find buyers at the close. And I've raised my limit order to 1 tick below the low of 13, and I did not get filled on bar 14. It ran up too quickly after it broke below, and I did not want to chase it up. I was sure, well, I wasn't sure, but probably 60% chance at this moment, at the close of this bar, that we're going below that low. Probably 60% chance. But now, probably not. So we end up not filling my limit order scale in, and I just hold long. My entry is right here on 12. You know, I got flat right there, got long right there, missed the scale in right there, held through that. Gets a little shaky in here, but really no reason to exit. This is a failed low 2. This is a failed low 2 on bar 22. So when we got bar 23, I scaled in because to me, the wedge correction failed with a low 2, a 2-legged pullback in a bull trend. And that might be the end of the first bull structure, ending at bar 19, beginning at bar 7. And then we might have had a small intermediary transition, or a small intermediate structure. And now I think as of bar 22, we're building a new bull structure because this bear reversal right here failed. So to me, this is like a hinge to the next bull structure. So I'm still long, and I actually added on to my position, tightening my stop. I kept my stop here, and I thought we might pull back, so I reserved the right to scale in one more time if we did pull back, but I was really looking to get out pretty soon because we're very close to my target. My target was the middle of the triangle that we broke out of at the beginning of the day. And I thought that if the breakout down failed, it would likely find support and create a trading range. And if it were strong enough, it could create a bull reversal day. So that's what we end up getting. And so then I got flat, and then I've just been chilling since, and I'm wrapping up my trading stuff to move on with the rest of the day. And I don't think there's much else to it. 15-minute chart, it just looked like a bear flag with an endless pullback and then a surprise bull breakout. So I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the trades. Really not great. I'm just being lazy. You know, I'm being a little lazy because I like it. It's fun. I like to just buy with a wide stop, knowing that I'm probably going to make money. You know, it's fun. And if I'm wrong, I'll just take my little loss and get out. You know. So anyway, that's all I got. Thanks. Bye.